Let's take a look at one of Microsoft Word's most mysterious features, hiding text. Now, what would be the point of hiding your text? Well, actually, there's several good reasons to do this. One is it allows you to store different versions of the same document in the same file. This is a great feature for teachers who want to be able to pass out tests for students without answers, but then also have a version of that same test with the answers. It's also useful when you want to have a version of the document that might suppress certain parts of the information for certain people, but then provide the full text for others. To access this feature, we start on the Home ribbon, and we go to this small button right here that I call the Deep Dive, because these buttons give you access to the deeper features of the program. The feature we're looking for is right here called Hidden. I know you've seen this feature, but you've probably wondered, what in the world is that for? Well, now we're about to find out. At the end of this, I'm going to show you some macros that we can copy-paste into Word to make the process we're going to go through be a whole lot simpler. But before we get to those macros, let's see how to do this manually. So here's a very common use of the hidden feature. You're a teacher, you've created this multiple choice test for your students. Now what I've done is I've highlighted the answers and the explanation for those answers in red. So when we give this test to the students, anything that's in red we don't want them to have. Now after the test, I'd like to be able to give them this as a handout so they can see which answers they got wrong or right, and why those answers are right. Now, most people would keep two separate versions of this document, one with everything and one with only the black text. But by doing so, if you make any edits to the test, say add or remove any questions, you've got to do it in two separate files. And it's difficult to keep those two things synchronized. So what we'll do is we'll highlight the first answer, and here's a tip for you. If you triple click on a paragraph, it selects the entire paragraph. Then we'll go up to Home, and in the font category, we'll click our little Deep Dive button, open up the font dialog box, and check the box that says Hidden. Hit OK. That text is now gone. Now it's not deleted, just hidden. Now we'll do the same thing for this one. We'll hit our Deep Dive, go to Hidden, hit OK. Now if I have to go through the rest of the test and do this, this is a very long test, and there are a lot of questions. Well, here's another pro tip for you. I'm going to select the next question's answer, so that's a triple click. But if I want to apply the exact same formatting that I just applied, in other words, apply the hidden format, I can hit my F4 key, because F4 will invoke the last formatting action. Since hidden was my last action, that paragraph is hidden. So I can now triple click this paragraph, F4, triple click the answer, F4, go to the next one, triple click the answer, F4, and just work my way through this document, highlighting each answer and hiding it. So here's my test in a version where I've gone through and hidden every answer. If I were to go to File, Print, this is the way my test is going to come out. I'll go back into Word. Now to see the answers, to see the hidden text, we'll go up here to the Show Hide button. When you click Show Hide, not only does this display all of the reveal codes, but it also reveals all the hidden text. And as you can see, all the answers are now back on the screen. Now the only reason they're red is because I painted them red. Making something hidden does not make the text red. Now if we look closely at this text, we can see that there's a small dotted underline below the text. This indicates that this text is in a hidden state. So say I were to highlight this answer and go into Font, Hidden, and hit OK, that answer would now have a dotted underline. I'm going to hit Undo. If we deactivate the Show Hide, we don't see the answers. Now the default print state is to print the file without any of the hidden text. So this is the version I'm going to print and give to my students before the test. Now after the test, I want them to have a version with the correct answers so they can see which ones they got wrong and why the correct answers are correct. To print the hidden text, we have to go into the Options section of Word. In the Display category, down in the Printing Options, we have this option here, Print Hidden Text. We'll hit OK. Now if we go back to File and Print, we get the version that has the answers. If we go back to Options, Display, uncheck Print Hidden Text, hit OK. Now back to File, Print, we get the version without the answers. So you can use this for a variety of different reasons when you want to have a document that has two different versions. But let's see how we can make this process easier. Here are the macros that we're going to copy and paste into Word, and then set up some buttons in our Quick Access toolbar to activate or deactivate these features. So the first macro will be to toggle the hidden or visible attribute. So instead of having to go up to the Home ribbon, go into the Deep Dive, and then check or uncheck that hidden box, this code will act as a toggle. So if the text is not hidden, clicking the button will hide it, and if the text is currently hidden, clicking that same button will unhide it. Likewise, for the printing of the hidden text, this code will act as a toggle to either print it with the hidden text or without the hidden text. These macros are in a text file that you can download, link in the video description. Now let's see how to add these into Word. So here we are back in Microsoft Word. The first thing we have to do is activate the developer ribbon. Now if you already have this, you're great, you can skip this step. But if you don't, go up to any tab name, right-click, and choose Customize the Ribbon. In the Word Options dialog box, we're looking for this feature right here called Developer. We'll check that box and hit OK. Now from the Developer ribbon, in the upper left, we're going to choose the Visual Basic button. This opens up the Visual Basic Editor. In the upper left of the Visual Basic Editor, we see a list of the open files. In this case, I've got this Word document open here. What we're trying to do is go back to the normal.docx template. This is essentially a blank piece of paper that acts as a template for all new files. It is in this template where we're going to place that VBA code. Now here I have the VBA code in a notepad file. This is where we're going to copy paste it from. But the first thing I have to do is right-click on that normal template and choose Insert Module. So this inserts a module sheet, and it's this area right here where we're going to paste the code. So going back to Notepad, I'm going to highlight all of this code and copy it, Control-C, and then back in the Visual Basic Editor, Control-V. So we have the code to toggle the hidden or visible state of the text. We also have the code to print the hidden or visible text. Close the Visual Basic Editor. Now you can have these macros launched a variety of different ways. I'll keep it simple and we'll just add some launch buttons to our Quick Access Toolbar. If you want to see a more in-depth explanation of all the different things that the Quick Access Toolbar can do for you, and you should watch this video, I put a link up here in the corner. You can also see a link in the video description, but check out that video. Here I'm going to go to the small arrow next to the Quick Access Toolbar and choose More Commands. Under Choose Commands From, I'm going to switch that to Macros. And the first thing I'm going to do, and this is not a needed step, but it's a step I like, is I'm going to add a separator, and this will separate my main commands from my macros. Then I'll double-click the Hide Unhide Text macro, and I'll double-click the Print Hidden macro. Now these have the same icons, and if you have a lot of macros with all the same icon, it's difficult to know which one does what. So we'll go to each of these and choose Modify, and in the Display Name section, whatever you type here will pop up when the user hovers their mouse over the button. So I could type something like, click to hide or unhide text. You could even choose a different icon if you wish. So for me, I'm going to go for this one that kind of looks like an eye. That way I understand this means I can see something or not see something. For the printing one, we'll go to Modify, update the hover text, and I'll change the icon. Hit OK, close out my Options dialog box, and as we can see here, we now have two new buttons on our Quick Access Toolbar. One to hide or unhide text, and one to print or not print hidden text. So if this was the very beginning of the mission, I have nothing hidden, I'm going to triple click this red paragraph and then go up and just toggle its hidden state. If I hit the Show Hide, I can show the hidden text and now it has that dotted underline. So I can go to the next question, triple click, hide the text, go to the next question, triple click, hide the text, and then just progress through the rest of my document, selecting text and hiding. When it comes time to print, we'll go up to File Print, and we can see this is the version without any of the answers. Now to print the version that has answers, we'll go back to normal Word and then just go up and toggle the state at which we print the document. So with a click, we can now go back to File, Print, and now we have the version with all the answers. If we don't want the answers, we go back to Word, click that toggle button, go back to File, Print, and now it's the one without the answers. So that's the purpose of the hidden text feature in Microsoft Word. I'm sure you could come up with a whole bunch of other creative uses for it. So let me know in the comments what you think about this feature, and if you have an idea for an upcoming video, put that in the comments as well. And don't forget to download the VBA code from the link in the video description. Thank you for watching, and remember, at BCTI, the learning never stops.